Okay, this video is about how to remove yourself from an abusive situation, whether it be a female or a male, whether they're narcissistic or PTSD or bipolar or schizophrenic or just having post-traumatic stress, or even if they have which I've already said, PTSD. But even if they're just really abusive and moody too much to the point because they've been abused as a child from their parents. Because, some people have problems because their parents abused them severely, whether it was physically or mentally or both. And if you meet their mother or their father, you will understand exactly what happened to them. And you will know why they are the way that they are. But if you meet their parents and they seem wonderful, you can't go by the first impression. It's really not true that first impressions, they say first impressions are most important. Yeah, that might be good for a job or whatever. But as far as a relationship, I would say that you should be around the parents more than just a few times. You can't judge. You can judge, period, but because you didn't grow up with them. But you can't go by, oh, his parents were very nice or her parents was wonderful. I don't know how she got like this. No. You need to be around a whole lot more. And that way you can find out the real truth. And when you're there a whole lot more, just sit and be quiet. Like sometimes I talk a lot, but I found out that I really learn a lot when I'm quiet. So you sit there and you just be really quiet and you just observe, and they'll forget you're there, kind of. And then they'll start being real natural. And you'll see how that person got like that. And basically, when you see that, then you'll know if you should stay in the relationship or not. I would say that from experience, my experience, that it would be better to, before you say to the person, yeah, we're going to be together, just because you meld it together, like you belong together and everything seems so wonderful while you're together. In the beginning, everything's always wonderful. So, that could go on for a year. The wonderfulness could go on for 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, a year, before you actually see the real horrible part that might be hidden. Some abusers are so quiet with their stuff. All abusers are not loud and boisterous. Some abusers are so quiet and meek and calm. And actually, those are the worst ones. They are so calm that when it happens to you, you might not even notice that it's really happening. It's passive aggressiveness. It's really, really a shocking and most hurtful experience. And you have to beware because, you do things, or you might do the wrong thing and you might think it's okay, or you might know it's the wrong thing, or you might do something on accident the wrong way too many times, or say the wrong thing too many times because, oh, you're so quiet. Like a lot of females don't like men who are not aggressive, but they say they want a gentle bear, but when they get a gentle bear, they yell at him and treat him like he's one of their kids, or not when he's doing something wrong, because I have yelled at people, which is the wrong response. Even if they are doing something wrong, it doesn't solve anything. It just actually makes everything worse. And it just confuses the whole lesson in the situation, and the point never gets across because then there's too much anger. But if you're with someone who is passive aggressive, some females are, and some males, if they're with a female who's passive aggressive, will think, oh, he's stupid. He doesn't care what I say or what I do. And they try to see how far they can push you and, push your buttons on purpose, or, maybe not at first, but after a while, it's like, well, I could do anything to you. You don't even care what I do to you because, you don't say anything when I do X, Y, and Z. And she never said anything, or he didn't do anything about it when I spent his change from the store, and he didn't say nothing. Next time I'll take more. Yeah, he don't mind giving me all his money, whatever, and he's already paying your bills, and he's already helping you or taking you shopping and doing other things, X, Y, and Z. But you want to take more money from him and steal money, which is, it's stealing. It's stealing, no matter how you look at it. And it doesn't matter that he's a kind soul or she's a kind soul. It doesn't give anyone the excuse to steal from the person, or just say, give me more, give me more, give me more, because you know that they will. Even if they might say, well, what do you need it for? Okay, and they trust you, and they say, okay, well, that's what you want to do, so I believe you, and that's what we're going to do, and here's the money. Or they give you their bank card. They trust you that much. Don't look at the person as, oh, they're really stupid, and they just do whatever I want, and they're just stupid. No, because see, when you do that, you cheat yourself. You cheat yourself in the long run. In the long run, you cheat yourself, because that's like, you're the type of person that wouldn't be able to work at the bank if you think that way, because in the bank, there's money everywhere. You can't say, well, I'll steal $10 today, and if they don't miss it tomorrow, I'll steal $30 tomorrow and $50 next week and $500 the week after, because eventually it's going to fall back on you. And even if they never catch you stealing from them, and you feel like, because it's really stealing, and it's you can't, and it's abusive if you're doing it to a person. It's abusive to yourself if you're doing it at a business place, because why? Why? Because it's easy. Oh, it was so easy. I just had to do it. It was just laying there for me, waiting for me. She gave it to me. Oh, she'll give me anything I want. She believes anything I say. I could do anything I want. Oh, she's not strong enough for me. She can't control me, so I'm just going to take all that I can from her. Oh, he's not strong enough. He's not a strong man. I could just do what I want and just be off with this guy and that guy. And he doesn't even be mad at me. He doesn't even notice. He doesn't care. It's okay. He loves me. He loves me so much. I could do anything I want. And he still took me shopping. And he still paid my bills. And he still gave me what I wanted. And I could talk rude to him because he likes it. He likes me like I'm his mama. I could do whatever I want to him. All those kind of thoughts are from the enemy. Number one, they're all from the enemy. The devil, the enemy, whatever you want to call them. All those thoughts are negative. It doesn't matter when you meet someone and you're with someone who adores you and they give you all that you want. That doesn't mean that they're weak. That means that you are blessed and that you should be strong enough to know how to handle when someone is giving you the whole world. And you shouldn't ask for the whole world just because they're willing to give it to you. You should be loving them if you love them. Evidently, you must love them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be just handing you things. Evidently, unless they believe that you love them. So if you're loving them and you find out, oh, he's just a wonderful, wonderful person. He just gives me everything. At first it starts like that. And next thing you know, you're saying, he's not strong enough for me. I could just do whatever I want to him. And I could just, talk to him any kind of way. And I could just tell him what to do like he's one of my kids. And he does what I tell him to do. And he knows what he better do, if he wants me. That's not love. That is not love, and that's not being a strong woman or a strong man. That's being abusive. Plain and simple, abusive, and taking advantage of people. And it's not the right thing to do. A lot of things are not the right thing to do. People do it. But it only comes back on you. It only going to come back on you tenfold. We all know that. It's called karma. It's called God. I prefer to call it the Creator. Let you reap what you sow. And then the next time you get somebody and you say, well, he's not they never help me with nothing. They just, this is a one-way relationship. It's just, all he wants me to do is work on me, 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 me. And he doesn't think that he needs any work, and he doesn't give me anything, and blah, blah, blah. And, some things can be avoided and some things cannot. And for that, I could say that I've experienced both sides, female and male, and they can both be rough, and you don't want to piss on somebody and tell them that it's raining, just because they're giving you all that you asked for. You don't want to do that, because it's just really up to you to be strong enough to, just like you would, like I said, if you were working at the bank and you know the code to the bank vault where there are trillions of dollars and billions of dollars, you gonna say, well, they gave me the code to the combination to the lock. They must want me to take the money. No, because that's your job. So they don't want you to take the money just because they gave you the combination. It means they trust you to work at the bank and not steal the money. They trust you. If they say, you're going to be the last one here today, we want you to close up the bank, that means they trust you. You don't take that trust and say, well, they told me to close up and they left me with the keys, so I'm going to take all this money out the bank tonight. They want me to take it. They're weak. No. It's the same thing with people and relationships. Whether it be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your lover, your friend. Just because someone is nice and they offer and they love you and they will give you whatever you ask for, it's not an invitation to think they're weak. We could do whatever we want to them. They want us to take advantage of them. No, it means you're weak. It means you're weak for thinking that way. Peace, love, and light.